Hey, it's Angelo's Edge again. Got a video of a Camillus Cuda picked up at Walmart for 1990 or 1997, whatever their stupid numbers are, 1998. But I've seen this a long time, and and it's the number of it. And I never bought it. It's like they wanted uh well, I think it was regularly like a $40 knife, and I didn't want to spend that much. And a long short story. So I was there about 3 weeks ago. I seen the knife there, and there was no price on it. And so I asked the lady there, and I said, "How much is the knife?" She said, "Well, I don't know. There's no box and anything." And so I said, "Well," I looked it up on Amazon, and it said it was like $29. I said, uh, so I told her that. She said, "Well, I'll sell it to you $30. I was like, "Well, you said it don't have no box. Should I get a discount or something?" And she's like, "No, I sold it to you for $30. I was like, "All right, never mind." So I went back periodically over the next 3 weeks, and I seen it sitting out, and then someone had posted 1990 something on it. I was like, I just looked at it. I was like, eh. So this week I went back and I asked the guy there. There was actually someone at the counter, and so he popped it out. I said, "Is there a box?" He said, "Yeah, there's a box. We got a bunch of them." And so let me turn the sound down here. And so I said, "Well, okay, I'll take a look at it." And so I looked at it, and like I said, I said, "I'll spend 19 bucks on it." So I picked it up, brought it home. It's real hard to move this Cuda lock, they call it. So I don't know if you can see, you can see black marker and stuff on it. I actually resharpened it. I just could not get this thing to move like smooth. So I was watching, I think Metal Complex, I think that's his name. He's like a super knife guy, like got like 100,000 subscribers or anything, something like that. And he was saying that his just drops, like he could flick it out. And I was like, man, maybe the detent was kind of crappy on his, and mine, I couldn't flick it out for anything. So I end up moving the clip, and got into the pivot screws. You get the pivot screw right there. I loosened the pivot screw up a little bit, and then bam, I could kick it out pretty good. So it flies out, and then I just like almost drop shut. So I think the key is to adjust the pivot so it's not so tight. Then this Cuda lock will work. It takes practice. I was playing with it all last night, and I got like my thumb sore from flicking it open and open. So that's what it is. It's kind of, I don't know if it's gimmicky, but it really works once you get the pivot working right. So that's a short story. So I ended up uh, I probably, if you've seen any of my other videos, you see I sharpen knives. So I didn't like the way this knife. I didn't like the sharpness of it, so I ended up sharpening it. That's like I said, you can see the black marker. I usually mark. I don't have my sharpening kit down here, but I usually mark where it's at, and so I could flip it back and forth on. I have the Lansky system, and I found odd about this one, which I think I found on other knives. The bevel, I believe this side, the show side, was I think a 20-degree angle, and the pocket clip side was a 30-degree angle. Sometimes I'll just cut through it and make them both the same angle, but it was kind of, there's a lot of metal I would have had to cut, so I just wrote down 20 on one side, wrote down 30 on the other, and just basically kept it with it, and that way it took me less time. I got it. Let's see. I haven't tried it on a piece of paper. I was just using on my wrist, like wrist care, but you can see it. Now, it was not this sharp out of the box. It was kind of crappy out of the box, quite honestly. But you have that $19 knife. I mean, what else I guess you could hope it'd have a sharp blade, but these manufacturers, I think this one's made in China. They're in and out trying to get them produced. So let's just slap some measurements down. So it looks like it's well, I got my scale backwards, so we'll slide this over here. So roughly 9 inches long. 9 inches long. So, and then like it's a liner lock. So on, I think washers, black washers. So I'm guessing they're some type of plastic. And then closed, it is 5 inches. Pretty beefy knife for, and it's G10. G10 tip down pocket clip. That's the only position you can do it. It has a lanyard hole. Uh, Man, I've haven't recorded in a while, so I'm looking at my studio. I had to OBS studio. I had to reload everything, so kind of finding where my time is and everything. So okay, so we're good. 6 minutes. So let's see it. I don't know if this is. It almost looks like a drop point blade, but it's got more like it's got like a false edge right there. But it's that part's not sharp, because if it would be sharper, you would cut your hand. A lot of jimping right here on uh, the liner lock and stuff, so it shuts. And like I said, it took some practice. You want to kind of shoot it out like that, and it comes out good. It's like I said, this thing feels wobbly. I don't think it's gonna break, but I hope it never breaks. But let me wipe uh this black marker off. Like I said, I what I did was I marked what side had the 20 and what side had the 30-degree angle. That way I didn't get confused. Yeah, I put like a basically I don't know if you can see it, somewhat of a mirror edge on it. It's shaving sharp. But the only thing was weird factor was, like I said, one side, this is the 30 bevel side, and this was the 20. Has jimping up here, and let's see, put my hand in the way, but you can flick it, and you could actually shut it with the Cuda lock. So I mean, you can, but I think the key to this puppy right here is to loosen the pivot screws from the factory, because it's just too dang tight to actually, I mean, it just was way too tight. But when you loosen that and put new edge on the blade, now it's worth $19, but I don't know if I'd pay $40 for it, because the blade was not too sharp. Uh, and it's supposed to have the titanium coat. I don't know. Everybody says that's gimmicky. I don't know. I sharpen my own knives, so if I'm going to do some hard use, I'm going to use a utility knife anyway. So, but it's pretty cool. I wish it was tipped. Well, I guess I don't know if it could be tipped down. I don't know. Or a tip up, but a lot of Camillus has tip down. A lot of people like that. They're afraid it's going to pop open in their pocket. I don't know. I prefer tip up, but I guess the more I carry knives, I don't care. I guess it's an Osate steel. Everybody says it's Japanese Osate. I don't know how you know it's Japanese Osate. I don't know. Let's see how heavy it is. I moved everything down here to the bunker down here in the basement, so I got more room and everything. So we'll do still my first video down here, so we'll turn this on and see what we got. How much does this weigh in ounces? 5.25 ounces. There you go. And like I said, it's a somewhat thick blade. Let's see. Uh-oh. There it goes. I didn't think I thought I had a new battery. I had to put a new battery. Let's see. I think what I always say, about ½ inch, I think, is pretty thick. So what do we got here? Oh, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's the way, not ½ inch. That's 0.4. What's metric? Let's see. Maybe it was. Let's see what that does. I don't remember. So millimeters. Let's go back to inches. So the thickness of the blade at the thickest spot is 0.4 inches. So I like here. This guy, I have another Camillus one I just got at the Tractor Supply. This one's really thin. So let's compare it to this one. Oh, see, that one's 0.9. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Let's see. What else? One more thing. I just got this right here. Is a Camillus. This one I got a clearance at Tractor Supply. But anyways, I'll do that later. But let's see. I'm gonna spin around and get some knives here. Oh, how far do I want to go before I knock everything out of place? Okay. Let me hold the camera. Oh, I got everything moved down here so I can do this now. Let's go with the. All right, open this up. Let's go with a mantis and the Spyderco tenacious. And what else? What else is in my reach? Oh, knockout. Kershaw knockout. And how about one more stretch? All right. All right. All right. Ooh, okay, we got this back here. All right, here's some knives. Let's see. Let's compare it with, like, I never heard of this knife, so this is not really a good knife to compare it to, but you can see it right there. So that's the other Camillus I got. I'll do a video on. Let's get rid of this one. And let's do some commoners. This is the CRTK M16 0KS. So this is a pretty common knife. There you go. There's your tactical. Oh, this has a kind of like a false edge too. So it's a little different false edge. But there you get. It's a little bigger than that. And let's just go three more. I got the Spyderco Mantis, a little bigger than that, and Spyderco Tenacious, bigger than that. And then what's this? This is what is this puppy? I can't remember. It's a Kershaw, I think a knockout. And there you go. It's yes, you can see it's somewhat of a pretty big knife. So most, I think, let's see, most of these knives are, where are we at? This one's a little under 8 inches. So 8